Dear students, so in this session we will discuss Mangalore University BBM program 5th semester 2015 question paper problem with respect to the evaluation of the credit policy. So the problem will be like this: a firm is there. So the average collection period is present 45 days, and they wish to increase to 75 days. And it is likely that the bad debt expenses will increase from the current level of 3% to 5% of the sales. Total credit sales are expected to increase from the level of 30,000 units to 36,000 units. So there is an increase in sales by 6,000 units. The cost structure will be like this: the present average cost per unit is rupees 16, variable cost is rupees 12, and selling price is rupees 20. Assume the firm expect a rate of return of 20%. Should the firm extend the credit period? So here firm wish to go for a liberal credit policy. So we have to make evaluation and to find out whether there is any net gain or net loss. So with the respect to the solution, here the fixed cost is not given in the problem directly. So we need to find out that. So there is one formula for the calculation of fixed cost. Here we have to take the difference between average cost and variable cost that is mentioned here. So rupees 16 minus 12 if you will do, so you will get rupees 4 per unit as fixed cost. So for the present policy, the fixed cost will be 30,000 unit sales into 4. So rupees 1,20,000 will be the fixed cost, and it will remain fixed whatever the level of the production will come. So fixed cost ಎನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದು change ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Next, we will go for the evaluation of credit policy. So we will make the tabular format of evaluation. So in the present policy, the average collection period is 45 days, and in the proposed policy, the average collection period is 75 days. So they want to give 30 days extra time to the customers, maybe the debtors, for the repayment. So whether it is working or not, we have to make the evaluation. So the revenue, first we have to find out from sales proceeds. So sales here it is given in terms of units, so you should be very careful whether it is given in terms of units or volume. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So sales 30,000 for present policy and proposed policy is 36,000. So in terms of volume, if you will multiply units into selling price per unit, so you will get 6 lakh for present policy, and for proposed policy you will get 7,20,000. Next, less variable cost, it's given in the problem 12 per unit, so you will get 3,60,000. $30,000 into 12. Similarly, for the proposed policy, you will get 4,32,000. Next, contribution, the difference figure, sales minus variable cost, 2,40,000, and here 2,88,000. Next, minus fixed cost. So here we calculated in the working note 1,20,000, same 1,20,000, it will not change. Next, the operating profit. So contribution minus fixed cost. So till here we deducted the operating cost, Next, we have to go for financial cost. In the financial cost, there is two costs will come. One is the bad debt cost and the financial investment cost. So bad debt cost is there given in the problem. So for the present policy, 3% on sales. Similarly, for proposed policy, 5% on sales. So if you apply 3% on 6 lakh, that is the present policy sales, 18,000 is the bad debt cost. So that you will not recover. Similarly, for proposed policy is 36,000. If you deduct that, it will be 1 lakh 2,000 and 1 lakh 32,000. Next, cost of investment in debtors. There is a calculation for 12,000 and 23,000. How we arrived that? So the calculation for the cost of investment in debtors. So first there is a need to calculate investment in debtors. There is a formula, cost of sales on debtors turnover ratio. Cost of sales will be calculated by adding variable and fixed cost. So already we calculated the variable and fixed cost. That is here. Variable cost is 3,60,000 plus 1,20,000 for present policy, as well as 4,32,000 plus 1,20,000. So if you add that, it will come 4,80,000 and 5,52,000 cost of sales. And turnover ratio you have to calculate. Number of days in a year divided by average collection period is the formula. So 360 upon 45, it will come 8 times. 360 upon 75, it will come 4.8. So here we assumed 360 days in a year for our calculation purpose. So the investment in debtors will be 4,80,000 on 8 divided by 8. So you will get 60,000 multiplied by, if you do your ROI, so you will get cost of investment in debtors. So that will be 12,000. So here also the similar calculation, 5,52,000 upon 4.8 multiplied by 20%. If you do, it will come 23,000. So if you apply here 12,000 and 23,000, so the net benefit, or if you get loss, you have to mention in bracket. So it will be 90,000. So 1,02,000 minus 12,000, 90,000. Here 1,32,000 minus 23,000, 1,09,000. So when you compare these two final figures, the net benefit figure, the net benefit is increase in proposed policy. So ultimately, our conclusion or decision, the company is advised to extend the credit period. So they can go for the liberalizing the credit terms. So they can go for the proposed policy. So like that, you have to give your concluding remarks. Thank you.